our niece hidden under the hedge. Empty bottles and beer cans. I wondered if you knew anything about them.
Oh, yes. I often have a bottle under there in the afternoon.
I'm not suggesting they're yours, Enid. I just want to know who put them there.
Who do you think?
No, Enid, I know he's dissipated, but he couldn't have got through all those.
He could if he had a party.
Well, I don't allow passes, you know that.
Not when you're here. Remember last week when you went to Birmingham on business?
Yes.
Notice anything different when you came back?
Well, yes, now you mention it, all the windows were open.
And why were all the windows open? To get rid of the smoke. And the fumes.
Fumes?
Notice anything else?
Only that someone had eaten his way through a £2 box of chocolate I've been saving.
No, I was thinking of this. I've had several goes at it, but it's still there. What does it remind you of?
It looks like a footprint.
Precisely.
How did it get there?
Ever heard of break dancing, Mr. Willows?
Yes, I've heard of break dancing. Didn't know they did it on the ceiling.
Oh, they do it on the carpet as well. Haven't you noticed a certain absence of pile since you got back? I took 3 bags of fluff off this carpet when I was hoovering. Something happened here that night, Mr. Willows. See this candlestick? At first glance, perfectly normal. But if we take a closer look, we will see that it has been cunningly stuck together with chewing gum.
So that's why they call it break dancing. Would you ask Matthew to come in here, please?
Oh, that's...
Is he in the garden?
Yes. I thought I'd get tidied up. I'm away again this week. Yes, another meeting. Yes, new trends in distribution.
Sounds fun.
Yes, but it won't be much fun for you, will it, Matthew, here on your own?
That's all right. I don't mind.
But I feel I might be neglecting you, Matthew. I suppose I could give it a miss this time.
No, your work comes first, Dad. You don't want to miss new trends in distribution. Could lead to something, and you need that promotion. Can barely live on what you're making.
You won't be too low.
No, after all, I managed the last time.
Yes, that's what I want to talk to you about. The last time.
What about it?
Well, when I got back, all the windows were open.
It was a warm night.
And then the carpet was all flattened, as if it had been subjected to the tread of 1,000 marching feet.
Oh, I do a lot of walking up and down when I'm on my own.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you do handstands as well? I was referring to that footmark on the wall.
How did I get there?
That's what I want to know. And then there was the chocolates. Now, I know it's a weakness of mine, and I'm not particularly proud of it, but I have few pleasures. And one of them is to sit down in the evening with a truffle or an orange cream or a cherry cup. But I couldn't do that when I got back because it all gone.
I was hungry.
See? Well, should we reconstruct the evening so far? You were on your own, so you followed your normal habits of walking up and down. You probably got warm doing this, so you opened the windows. All this exercise gave you an appetite. So you scoffed your way through a £2 box of chocolates. My chocolates. Restored to vigour, you then cartwheeled across the room, marking the wallpaper and smashing an expensive candlestick. I think that just about explains everything.
Right.
Except these.
Where did they go from?
Not from the dustbin where they may have been detected, but hidden under the bottom hedge. Any ideas?
Yeah. Looks as if we've got a secret drink around here.
We certainly have.
Oh, don't look at me. I didn't drink all that.
No, you had a party, didn't you? Come on, I want the truth.
Why, I had a few friends in.
You had a party when I'd strictly forbidden it.
I knew you wouldn't understand. One has to repay hospitality or one's never invited anywhere.
Well, one had better not try it again, or one might find oneself out on one's neck. Do you understand me?
It's your house, Father?
Yes. Well, I sometimes have to check the deeds just to make sure.
There's no need for sarcasm.
Did you have a word with him?
Yes. Won't happen again.
Would you like me to keep an eye on the house when you're away?
No. He knows how I feel.
I hope you're right. I've just found these under the pillow.
You found these in his bedroom?
No. Yours.
You've come back.
Yes.
You weren't supposed to come back until tomorrow.
I know.
You're spying on me.
Yeah, shameful, isn't it? Yes, I drove all the way back from Birmingham with the unworthy suspicion that you were up to something. Yes, I even parked in the next road so that I could take you by surprise. That's how low I'd sunk. Yes, when I got out of that car, I was feeling pretty disgusted with myself. And then these three punks came up and asked me the way to the Willows party.
Look, I can explain.
You don't have to explain, Matthew. I can see this isn't a party. No, this is more of a bloody orgy. All that's missing are the grapes. Oh, and the guests. What happened to the guests? Did they hear me coming? Did they crawl back into the woodwork?
Don't talk about my friends like that.
I've only just started. I warned you.
I tried to cancel it, but it was too late. The notice had been up a week.
You mean you advertised?
Don't worry. Everyone's been carefully vetted.
Including the three punks? And what about that gorilla sitting on the front gate? Crushing beer cans with his head?
He's all right. He's the bouncer.
You've got a bouncer?
You need one these days. Not that he's much good. He let you in.
I live here.
He didn't know that.
You mean I could have been evicted from my own drive?
It'd have been your own fault sneaking back like this.
I had a very good reason for coming back. Now, where is everyone?
What?
Matthew, come on. This is becoming a bigger mystery than the Marie Celeste. All the food's laid out, and the drink, and still no sign of the crew. Where are they?
Around. But, we were playing this game.
What game? What's that string for?
String?
On the carpet, he just moved.
Did he?
There it is again. It's not a definite tug. Matthew, I've just found a girl in the airing cupboard.
You're lucky. I can only find sheets and towels.
Don't get smart with me. Who is she?
Didn't she say?
No.
What was she like?
Well, she was tall and dark and
Lots of makeup?
Yes.
Heavy with the lipstick? Yes, I thought so. That's Dracula.
Dracula?
Don't worry, she won't drink your blood. At least I don't think so. Well, we call her Dracula because she works at the local undertakers.
Well, that doesn't explain what she's doing in our airing cupboard.
Well, when we have a party, we play this game. It sort of breaks the ice.
Oh, go on, I'm fascinated.
Well, all the girls have a piece of string, and they leave one end in a tangle in here,
Yeah.
and they take the other end and hide. And all the men pick a piece of string and follow it.
Yeah.
That way you never know who you're going to find.
And that's why I found her in the airing cupboard.
Yeah. She was at a loose end.
What happens next?
What happened to you?
Never mind what happened to me. What's the object of the game?
Well, when you find a girl,
Yeah.
you dance with her.
In the airing cupboard?
No, of course. You have to come out to the airing cupboard.
But she didn't want to come out of the airing.
She's very shy.
She wasn't shy.
Then she must like you. She's not shy with people she likes. And after all, you're different from most of the men she meets.
Huh? Huh? In what way?
Well, you're breathing for a start.
Well, I'm glad you haven't lost your sense of humour, Matthew, because you're going to need it.
It's only a game, Dad.
Only a game? Whatever happened to musical chairs?
What?
I don't know if there's any others skulking around here, but if there is, if they've got gall enough to face me after what's happened, would you please call them?
All right, everyone, come on out. Did you want to say something?
What?
I thought you wanted to say a few words.
Well,
Well, if you're not going to say something, I will. Listen, everyone. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank my father for allowing us to have a party here this evening and for giving us such a great time. Not many parents would have done that. And I know you all appreciate his tolerance and understanding. Not that it surprises me. It's just typical of him. He's always understood the younger generation. And that's because he's young at heart himself. And I feel very privileged to be his son. Thanks, Dad. For he's a jolly
all right. Carry on with the party. But remember, don't let your enjoyment spoil other people's. And the people round here enjoy a good night's sleep. So keep the noise down. And keep off the wallpaper. And keep out of my bedroom. Oh, and if anyone's got semi-permanent hair colouring, keep off the backs of the chairs. Well, what about a nice quiet game? I Spy, charades, consequences.
What about the shoe game?
What's the shoe game, Matthew?
Well, each girl puts one of her shoes in the pile.
Yeah.
And she goes and hides and you pick a shoe.
Yeah.
Then you go and find the partner.
And what happens then?
You dance with her, excuse me.
Matthew, I don't think... Mr. Willows!
Is he the last?
I think so.
Well, that's a relief.
He wanted to stay the night.
I told you, Matthew, no one's staying the night.
I know, but I felt sorry for him. He had a long way to go.
Other side of town?
No, Middlesbrough.
He came all the way from Middlesbrough for a party?
No. He was making for Middlesbrough when he saw the lights. Well, what do you think of them?
Who?
My friends.
Well, to tell you the truth, I quite like them.
They quite liked you. Did they? Yeah.
Oh, well. I've always understood the younger generation.
Perhaps we can do it again sometime.
Didn't like them that much. Didn't know you were still here, innit?
Oh, is everyone gone?
Yes, well, almost everyone.
Oh. I was hoping we would play another game.
We finished the games. Besides, it's getting late.
The night is still young, Mr. Willows.
The night might be, but I'm not.
Nonsense. You were the life and soul of the party. And when you danced, your feet were like Quicksilver.
Yes, all right, Edie. Just leave everything till the morning.
Oh, very well. Seems a pity, though. I could have done.
She was certainly a revelation.
She really let her hair down.
Yeah, I think it was the punch.
I didn't know she could twist like that.
I didn't know she could juggle 6 oranges. Say good night to her for me. I'm going to bed.
Good night, Dad. And I meant what I said. You were really great.
Yes, well, I hope you've learned something tonight, Matthew. That you can enjoy yourself without spoiling it for others.
Right. Oh, there's just one thing. What? Someone's taking the lavatory seat. I thought I'd better mention it just in case you didn't notice.
Of course I noticed. My God. We'll certainly dance all night without a lavatory seat. You just better pray it doesn't get any colder. All the mindless... Why can't the younger generation exercise a little self-restraint?
Like you did in the airing cupboard. You were a long time in there. What happened?
Nothing happened. Why?
Only Dracula from The Undertaker's asked for your phone number.
You didn't give it to her, did you?
No. After all, it appears you've plenty of life left yet.
Matthew.
Yeah?
Just found a young couple asleep in my bed.
Oh, no, I've forgotten about them.
You mean you knew?
Yeah, it's all right, Dad. It's Tom and Sally.
I don't care if it's Tom and Jerry. Get them out.
I can't do that.
Well, of course you can. You just tell them.
Why don't you tell them?
Well, we're your friends.
It's your bedroom.
I'm glad we've established that. I was beginning to wonder.
Well, why didn't you?
Oh, because... Well, they were asleep. Looked like babes in the wood in there. I felt like an intruder.
Well, I suppose you were in a way.
What?
I didn't expect you till tomorrow.
You mean you arranged this? You're hiring my room out, aren't you? You're turning this into a motel.
Of course not. Just don't wish to disturb them.
Well, what am I going to do?
Nothing with me.
If you won't tell them, I will.
He's going in the army tomorrow, Dad.
What?
He's going in the army and she's heartbroken.
Yes, well, I sympathise, but I didn't ask him to join the army.
Just a few hours together, that's all they are.
Not in my room.
It's the safest place. You see, Sally's father hates Tom. He says if he ever finds them together again, he'll waste him.
What?
Tom's mother detests Sally. That's why she persuaded Tom to join up.
And they're in my bedroom.
Put yourself in their place, Dad.
That's what I'm trying to do, Matthew.
You just don't understand.
But of course I understand. We've got to be strong in these situations. We've all been through it.
I bet you haven't.
Yes, I have. It was a long time ago. Before I knew your mother. I knew a girl like that.
Well?
Well, she promised me that when I went into the army, we'd spend the night together.
Go on, in those days.
It happened, Matthew.
Was she beautiful?
Oh, yes, she was beautiful. Yeah. Suddenly it all seemed worthwhile. Pain of separation. Pangs of loneliness. The unknown dangers. I even look forward to it. I can't tell you how I long for that night.
What happened?
I failed the bloody medical. Now get them out of here.
Mr. Willows?
Yes?
I'm looking for Sally.
Sally?
I'm her father. I understand there's been a party here.
A party? No, I'd hardly call it a party. It was more a gathering of friends, really.
She was invited to a party.
Was she? Sally. Oh, yes, pretty girl, left early.
Who with?
A girlfriend.
Yes, she said she was going to stay the night with a girlfriend.
That's right. That's why she left early, to spend the night with the girlfriend.
I've checked. She's not there.
Oh. Well, would you like to come through? It's warmer in the lounge.
Just a few friends.
Yes. Yes, it's amazing what a mess a few people can make when they're playing Monopoly. Drink?
No, thank you, I'm driving.
Oh, it's just a harmless punch, fruit-based.
Tell me, Mr. Willows, have you been here the whole time?
Oh, yes. Keeping my eye on things. Oh, hello. Matthew, this is Sally's father. You haven't seen her, I suppose?
No, she didn't come.
I thought she was here earlier.
She was invited.
Oh, that's Sally. Yes, she left early.
I thought so.
Left with a crowd.
Girlfriends. Well, that's all, Matthew.
I'm worried, Mr. Willows.
Are you?
I'm concerned that Sally may be mixing in the wrong company.
Yes, I can understand that. Yes, I had the same concern for Matthew. That's why I've been here the whole time, keeping my eye on things.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Mr. Willows,
Yes?
I called for my son.
Your son?
Tom. I know he's here and he's got an early start in the morning. Where is he? You? I thought so. That girl's here, isn't she?
That girl, are you referring to my daughter, who at this moment is very probably in grave moral danger?
If anyone's in moral danger, it's my son.
Now, wait a minute. No one is in moral danger. I've been here the whole I'm sure by the time you find them, they'll both be safely tucked up in bed.
After witnessing this scene of depravity, I'm afraid your presence doesn't reassure me.
What?
Yes, aren't you a little old for this sort of thing?
What sort of thing?
According to the neighbours, the scenes here have been like the last days of Sodom and Gomorrah.
And it happened last week, too.
But that's why I'm here. I'm not one of those parents who abdicates his responsibility. I've been here the whole time, keeping my eye on things. And I can assure you...
I'm going now. I've left my number by the phone in case you'd like to get in touch. You can come into my airing cupboard anytime. Isn't she lovely?
Look at these shoots. What a mess.
Never mind. At least we got away with it.
You may have got away with it. I certainly didn't. I realise my name's going to be mud around here from now on. As far as the neighbours are concerned, Henry Willows thinks life is a cabaret. The master of the revels. They'll call the kids in and lock the door. Oh, no.
What's the matter?
Dracula. She's still here.
I know how I can get £10. As easy as falling off a log. With no effort at all. Dead easy.
How?
All I have to do is open a bank account and the bank gives me £10 plus a checkbook, check card, cash point card and a free wallet.
Well, there must be a snag.
No, they want my custom.
Do they know you?
They want my custom because I'm a student. I'm the future.
God help us. And they give you £10?
Yeah.
Well, there must be a snag.
No. All I have to do is show that I'm in full-time education and that I've received regular financial support from my parents.
That's the snag.
But you do support me.
Oh, no.
This just makes it official.
That's what worries me.
What they'd like to see is a standing order. Or better still, a deed of covenant.
A deed of covenant?
Yeah. You undertake to pay me X amount of money to help me with my studies, and we get Y back in tax relief.
I get tax relief?
No, I get it, actually. But you get it in a way because you don't have to find Z.
Well, what's Z?
X plus Y.
And how much is X?
What's X?
The money I'm supposed to pay you.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's suppose the initial payment is, £700.
Matthew, I don't like X. Let's make it A, B, and C.
Dad, I'm trying to put our finances on a regular basis. I don't like asking you for money.
Neither do I.
It's humiliating. It degrades us both. Apart from that, it's like drawing teeth. I also have money in my own right, backed by a legal document actionable at law.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean you could sue me?
No. Well, only if you defaulted.
Oh. Why not? Because you're a spendthrift, Matthew. You always have been. You always will be. You no idea about money, no sense of responsibility.
And who's false that? I've never had any money. At my age, I haven't got a credit card or a bank account.
You're better off with cash.
No one carries cash these days.
I do.
And suppose you were to go out tonight and get mugged.
I don't have to go out. I can get mugged here.
I take it that means me. It's amazing, isn't it? The bank's prepared to trust me, but not you, my own father.
What do you want with credit cards? It's a plastic Dreamworld, Matthew. You'd only get into debt.
That's not the reason. I think you enjoy doling the money out, watching me crawl.
No, I don't.
You don't know what it's like not having any money of your own.
Well, that's not strictly true. You do have money of your own, in a sense.
What do you mean?
Well, I haven't told you this before, but when Grandad Willows died, he left me some money.
I heard you copped the lot.
Copped the lot. I was the principal beneficiary. But before Grandad died, we talked about you. And he said that if you were to change and become decent, respectable, and hard-working, then, as a favour to him, I was to give you 1,000.
1,000?
If you were to become decent and respectable.
Yeah.
Sober and industrial.
Yeah.
And responsible.
Did he say all that?
Yes.
You haven't added anything?
No.
I'm not going to get it, am I?
Yes.
Think I've changed?
No, but I'm going to give it you anyway.
Why?
Because you're right about one thing, Matthew. You can't be responsible if you've got nothing to be responsible for. So I'm making out this cheque for £1,000. This is a very serious moment, Matthew.
I know.
I want to see how you handle this.
Don't worry, this is going straight into the bank.
Good.
1,000? And you never told me. How long have you had it?
A couple of years.
2 years? What about the interest? Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to open an account.
I see. Just the current account, I imagine.
For the moment, yes. Later, I may require something that attracts a higher rate of interest. Possibly a small portfolio, shares, government stocks, equities, that sort of thing.
But in the meantime, a current account.
Yes, the one with the 10 quid in it.
That's for students.
I am a student.
Are you really?
Yeah. So if you could just let me have the 10 quid credit, the checkbook and the wallet. Oh, and of course, our flexible friend. Flexible what? Friend. The credit card with 4 million outlets worldwide. And the cash point card, so useful for getting money out after hours. It is a 24-hour service, 7 days a week.
Well, we do close Christmas Day.
Yeah? Well, never mind. I've usually done the shopping by then. I'll take one.
I'm afraid we don't do things as quickly as that.
This isn't the Action Bank, then?
No. Now, Mr.
Matthew.
Mr. Matthew.
Matt.
Mr. Matthew Matt. It says Willows here. How many names have you got?
No, my name's Matthew Willows, but my friends call me Matt.
Yes, well, Mr. Willows.
This isn't the friendly bank, then.
May I give you a word of advice?
Please do.
These facilities are provided for your convenience, but we don't give unlimited credit. In other words, you have to put money in before you can take it out. I hope you don't think of Tetty.
Not at all. I think you'll find this satisfactory. Not an inconsiderable sum.
No.
Don't suppose you come across many of these.
Well, I have seen one or two in my time. What a pity the manager's out to lunch. I'm sure he'd have liked to have met you.
That's all right. I'm sure you can cope.
Would you like me to pay this in?
One moment. I should like to ask a couple of questions first. Now, what are the bank's reserves?
Well, I can't give it to the nearest penny, but something in excess of 45,000 million.
That seems reasonable. You didn't get your fingers burnt in South America, then?
Not to my knowledge.
Good. Where do you stand on South Africa?
I have no idea.
Because I'm not prepared to finance apartheid.
I'll make a note of that.
One more thing. Confidentiality. The details of my account must remain absolutely secret.
That goes without saying, Mr. Willows.
Even from my father.
Your father?
He can be very persistent. In fact, between you and me, he's a bit of an old busybody.
I see the old busybody signed the cheque.
But it's my money, and I'll spend it how I like.
A word of caution, Mr. Willows. It won't last forever.
I see. You doubt my credibility. Well, I can understand that. I've seen too much poverty in my life. I believe that either money works for you, or you work for money, and I prefer the former. Rather like the idea of earning money while I'm asleep.
Yes, I can see that would appeal to you, Mr.
Well, I'm glad we've established this personal relationship. I look forward to a long and successful association. We'll grow together. Oh, and hurry up with the cash card. Can't wait to get on one of those machines. Not often you get a prize every time, is it?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that another new sweater, Matthew?
Yes?
What would you call that? A sort of subtle shade of lilac?
Yes.
Should go awfully well with the powder blue suede you got last week.
I thought so.
And the pale mauve trousers.
Yes, well, I'm moving into pastel shades this year.
Are you really?
Are you trying to tell me something, Peter?
Don't call me that. Not enough you dressing like a fop. You don't have to talk like that.
You've always complained I wasn't smart enough.
Well, there's a difference between being smart and tripping around here like the sugar plum fairy. And how much is all this lot costing?
Hasn't cost me a penny at the moment. I have a charge account at bank.
Sarah gave you a charge account?
Yeah, there was no hassle. Not with my bank reference.
I've shopped there all my life. They never offered me a charge account.
Well, for one suit every 5 years, it's hardly worth it, is it, Peter?
Don't get superior with me. Listen, the way you're spending it, that money's not going to last long.
You're interfering again.
But all right, just let me tell you a little story, Matthew. When I was young, younger than you, I saw a suit in Barrett's window. I really wanted that suit. Oh, I was desperate for it. But I hadn't got any money, so do you know what I did? I go down to the market on a Saturday and run errands. I collected all the discarded boxes and chopped them up. I made myself a little truck, and I sold firewood door to door. It took months, but I earned that money. And when I got that suit, do you know what I found?
It was out of fashion.
This came for you today, Matthew. Not very well wrapped, I'm afraid.
So I see.
What is it?
A bathrobe.
You've got a bathrobe.
Not like this.
Monogram.
It's monogram, see? It's got my initials on it.
Don't have your initials on it. We know who you are.
You must admit, it has style. What do you think, Enid?
I think a fool and his money's soon parted.
Philistines.
A bathrobe. It's pure extravagance.
You call that extravagance?
Well, what do you mean?
You should see what's in his bedroom.
Well, what is in his bedroom?
Not for me to say, Mr. Willows. Just don't expect me to dust it, that's all.
come from?
What?
The telescope.
You mean the astronomical terrestrial telescope?
Yes, where'd it come from?
I got it through a mail-order catalogue.
How much?
About $2.50.
$2.50?
It's all right. I haven't actually paid for it. I quoted my credit card number.
Are you still paying for it, you idiot?
Ah, but if it doesn't give satisfaction, I can return it within 30 days and get a refund. That should give me enough time.
Enough time for what?
To see Halley's Comet.
Halley's Comet?
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice for you. Only comes round once every 75 years. Let's face it, you won't be seeing it again. Very powerful. Brings things 120 times closer.
Wait a minute. This is trained on the Carter's bedroom window. Is it? Put the lights on.
Well, Halley's Comet's very low in the sky.
Well, no, it's low in the sky. I didn't know he'd taken up residence in the Carter's bedroom. Mrs. Carter's there. She's undressing. See? You know what this is. Voyeurism.
Oh, come away.
So that's it.
What do you mean?
When you bought this, I don't suppose it occurred to you that it would bring Mrs. Carter on. If Carter finds out about this, he'll be round here. And a damn sight quicker than Halley's Comet.
Oh, come away then. Here, let me show you where it is. There.
Well, it's just a pale blob.
That's right.
You've spent £250 on a pale blob?
You're right, it's not satisfactory. I'll send it back.
The post, Mr. Willows.
There's no need to whisper in it. I don't suppose there's anything exciting.
Should we see? Seed catalogue. Mail order. Double glazing. Mail order. Book club. Mail order. Bank statement.
Thank you.
Not yours, his.
Oh.
Aren't you going to open it?
Certainly not. It's not addressed to me.
You could say you opened it by mistake.
That wouldn't be the truth, Enid. Well, it wouldn't be ethical. Apart from that, he wouldn't believe me.
Well, how are we going to find out?
Find out what?
If he's overdrawn.
Overdrawn? He's only had the account for 3 weeks.
He asked me to bring his statement to him as soon as it arrived.
Huh?
There's a letter with it.
What does it say?
I can't read it, Mr. Willows.
You surprised me. I thought he had X-ray eyes.
They wouldn't send a letter with a statement unless
What?
he was in the red.
I couldn't pry and snoop.
Of course you can pry and snoop. You're his father.
I've got a moral dilemma here, Enid. It's an invasion of privacy, a betrayal of confidence. I couldn't hand that boy his letter already opened. Could never look him in the eyes again.
You're right. You couldn't do that.
Of course not.
Steam it over.
Steam it open.
Kettle's just boiled. Hold it above the spout.
Have you done this before?
No. Well, maybe once or twice.
Ah! Oh, look, it's going on washing up water.
Never mind. What does it say?
He's £30 overdrawn. They want him to call in. He spent over £1,000 in 3 weeks.
Well, at least you know.
Yeah, so will he when he sees this. Look at the state of it. Wet and filthy.
Give it to me. I'll dry it in the microwave.
But I'm still the same thing.
Say you dropped it in the garden.
Well, wouldn't that look a bit suspicious? The one letter I happened to drop was his bank statement.
You're right. I'll put it on maximum.
What's the matter? Nothing.
Post? Yeah, I've just seen the postman going out the gate.
That's right.
Well, where is it?
Well, I...
And I always thought he used the letterbox. What's he doing in there?
It's going to be one of those days, Matthew. I went out, took the letters off the postman, gust of wind, all over the garden.
Everywhere.
Yes, in the shrubbery.
In the pond.
Everywhere.
We have to laugh.
Anything from me?
Anything interesting?
Not really.
Bank statement?
Yeah.
Letter with it?
Hmm.
Welcoming you to the bank, I suppose.
Yeah.
Liar.
What?
You're overdrawn, aren't you? You've spent over £1,000 in 3 weeks in debt at your age.
How do you know?
What?
You opened it, didn't you? You've been spying on me. You and Special Agent Thompson. Matthew, you said you wouldn't interfere. There's no trust between us anymore. What a pity I sent the telescope back. You could have watched me from the house.
Good of you to call, Mr. Willows. The manager sends his compliments. Unfortunately, he's at Roto. But he did say he was a little concerned over your account.
Yes, I understand there's been some sort of hiccup.
A little more than a hiccup, I'm afraid. You seem to have spent over £1,000 in 3 weeks.
As much as that?
Yes. You must admit that that's going some. You are, in fact, £30.95 overdrawn, and wondered when this could be cleared.
Cleared?
When we could return to that happy position where we're handling your money instead of you handling ours.
I see. You mean no checks have been paid into my account? No letters of credit, no remittances of any kind?
No.
Your computer's not on the blink, is it?
Our computer never blinks.
I see. Suppose I was to pay in, say, £50.
That will do nicely.
Right.
What are you doing?
Making out a check.
You're paying us with our money, Mr. Willows.
Am I? Never really thought of it like that.
Your card, Mr. Willows. And your checkbook?
You can't do this, Mr. Padbury. You'll damage my credibility.
You have no credibility, Mr. Willows. Nor do you seem to have any visible means of support.
What about my father?
Your father? You mean the old busybody?
Well, yeah, but he's a doting old thing, really. He'll put things to rights.
I phoned your father.
What? You discussed my private affairs with him? You disclosed details of my personal account?
Not exactly. He put the phone down. Good day, Mr. Willows. Oh, that's my pen, I think.
Going out?
Yeah, got a date. You like it, that nice girl.
Good.
They're embarrassing, though.
Why?
Cash flow problem. And I wanted to make the right impression.
Yes, well, it's important to make the right impression.
And you can't do that without money.
No chance.
I just wondered
What?
if you'd like to help me out.
No. No, I can't interfere, Matthew.
I don't mind a little interference. Say about 20 quid.
Why don't you sell something?
Nothing to sell.
What? You spent £1,000? You got nothing to sell? Let me see your bank statement. What about this juicy little item here? Cheque number 51765, £500. What was that for?
I can't tell you, it's private.
Sell it.
I can't.
Why not?
It was for Ethiopia.
Huh?
Famine relief.
£500?
You've seen the pictures, Dad.
Oh, yes.
They're starving.
Oh, I know, but £500?
It's a good cause.
I know it's a good cause, but... Couldn't you made it 50?
No. You were right. I'd become too greedy, too acquisitive. It had to hurt. Did I do wrong?
No, you didn't do wrong. You're a lunatic, but you didn't do wrong. In fact, it does you credit.
What are you doing?
I'm making out the cheque for £500. Put it in your bank account tomorrow.
Thanks, Dad.
Yes, well, that's one thing about the Willows. We like money, but we also know how to make the big gesture.
Yeah, and it's a great feeling. Have you ever thought of giving?
I just have.
Young lady to see Matthew. Nice girl.
Oh?
Dad, this is April.
Hello, April. Thank you, Enid.
I'm so pleased to meet you, Mr. Willows. Matthew's told me so much about you.
Oh, has he? Well, it's nice to meet you, April. Are you two going out?
Yes, Matthew's taking me for a meal.
Oh. Well, you probably need some money, Matthew. Here. Yeah, that should cover it.
Thanks again, Dad.
Oh, it's all right. So, where did you two meet? At the college?
Oh, no, I called at the house. I was collecting for Ethiopia. He was so generous. He took my breath away. It was such a wonderful gesture. He didn't want me to say anything. He's so modest. You must be very proud of him, Mr. Willows.
Yeah.
See you later, Dad.